Welcome everybody, it's Unstoppable Steletsy, and I'm here for another Age of Empires 2, the American World HD Edition mod civ preview and analysis. Today we're going to be working on the Dutch, the only non-Native American civ that was added to the American World mod. And I think they did a pretty good job with them. They certainly gave them some pretty good units, but you'll have to be the judge of that yourself when you start using it. Before we do a deathmatch to see how their sort of like culmination, late game, post-imperial gameplay works, we're going to do the tech tree as always, as well as the bonuses to see what they're good at, what they're not so good at. Just be warned, since they're not a Native American civ, they're probably going to have a lot of different strengths and weaknesses than the civs we've seen so far from this mod. Alright, so we're looking at the Dutch right now. They are listed as a cavalry and naval civilization. So good on water, on land, more Frankish. So yeah, basically good knights and good ships, basically. That's cool. Let's look at some of those bonuses over there. First one is cavalry attacks 15%, 20%, 25% faster in the feudal, castle, and imperial age, respectively. Basically, the later you get in the game, your cavalry is going to attack faster, dishing out more damage quicker. Basically gives your cavalry units also the additional value of dishing out a lot more damage before they die, because, instead of just simply giving them a little measly extra attack, they're going to get whole entire slashes in before they're slashed down, so that's really good for you. Moving on, we got their other aspect, the naval aspect. Fishing ships have +2 LVD and move 20% faster. This is really good because this means your fishing ships are going to be able to avoid trouble easier. They're going to be able to be more efficient on the water, again, you food, because essentially as they're gathering, right, it's going to take a lot less time for them to reach that dock to drop off all of that fish or pescado, if you're a Juanito, that they just caught. Quite good. Their third bonus here is town centers cost 50% less stone. This is quite powerful, This basically means when you're like fast castling, you're essentially going to be able to get like double the town centers that you normally could, even if you don't fit in any stone mining on the way up to Castle Age. I think this is really great for like beginner players who don't necessarily know how to finagle, all that gold and stone mining when they're developing their early eco. This will give them a really nice 3 town center start that they can start booming with right away in the Castle Age, and I really like that too. Because especially considering I'm not the best Aoe2 player myself, having little tools like that at my disposal definitely makes me feel more confident playing the civ. We got the 2 unique units here now. We got the cuirassier. We know what the cuirassier is, right? I'm an Age of Empires 3 YouTuber after all. You better know what that is. Now, I think it works differently here, but still great to see it brought back into Age of Empires 2. We also saw a different variant of the cuirassier in Portuguese civ mod, but I'm not sure if it's quite the same one here. The other unique unit is the arquebusier. It's a upgrade to the hand cannoneer. So sort of in the same category as like the imperial camels for the Indians or the Hindustanis, depending on which version of the game you're playing, or perhaps the Hoffney's upgrade for the bombard cannons in DE. So yeah, that basically gives them 2 unique units, technically, making them a pretty powerful civ in that regard. Now we move on to their technologies. They get Maximilian armor. Infantry and gunpowder units get +1/+1 armor. In general, they're going to be able to withstand arrows and actual swords and spears better, so both melee and ranged combat. And then the other technology, Rotterdam, warships get +1 range. So basically, your galleons, your galleys, your war galleys, they're going to really like this, I think. And I think, too, it also affects your cannon galleons. So they're going to be really good at, like, fighting enemies, because they're going to be able to hit them from farther away and likely take them out a little bit easier before they even get into a skirmish, depending on how well you mass and micro, basically. Now, their last team bonus here is trade cards get +4, +5 armor. That isn't particularly cavalry or naval related, but what it does, though, is make sure in team games, or perhaps that lucky Black Forest FFA where somebody leaves their market behind, that you're going to be able to get a good trade line going, so you can keep making those arquebusiers and those cuirassier cavalry. I really like that for this Civ, because a lot of the stuff they're talking about here, both ships and cavalry, can cost a lot of gold. So the fact that they make your trade cards less likely to be raided, really good. In all modes, team games, deathmatch team games, FFAs, all those modes, just perfect. Now that we've done that, we gotta look at the tech tree, see what they got, what they don't got, what things are probably safe bets for you, which things are probably not. So we'll see. Over here at the archery range, their archery range looks like trash. And even their trash is trash. No lead skirmisher upgrade, so even their trash units are trash here. The one thing that's shining like a beacon, though, is the hand cannoneer and its upgrade, the arquebusier. Here it describes the arquebusier as being stronger than a hand cannoneer, and it deals extra damage against infantry units. So I don't know if the multipliers are quite the same as the regular hand cannoneer, or if it's a stronger multiplier. If that's the case, then this thing is probably really good against civs like the Goths, maybe even good enough to take out Huskarls, who knows. If that's the case, this definitely gives the Dutch a really powerful edge over like civs that have things like the Huskarl they're normally good against pierce attacks. So that's pretty interesting. Moving on to the barracks. The barracks is looking pretty good for a European civ. They have champions, halberdiers, supplies, squires, and arson. Only thing they're missing is gambesons, but then again, both in this mod and DE, not everybody gets gambesons, so I would consider that pretty much a pretty good win-win, I think. You know what I mean? Because it simply just means that they're probably more on par with the old school champions without that wonderful bonus of armor that tech gives you. So, I mean, the barracks is definitely a really good option for you to protect your arquebusiers with, either with champions, halberdiers, or both. So definitely look out for that. Moving on to the stable. The stable is looking pretty average, I think, for some of those weirder cavalry civs. And by that I mean, not just because you get this really powerful civ bonus doesn't always mean you're going to get paladin and hussar, right? So I guess they sort of fall into that category. They only get light cav for the trash. It's certainly not trash though, since light cav is probably alone is pretty good for you, depending on how many blacksmith upgrades you get. And in terms of knights, they do get cavalier at least, with bloodlines and husbandry, so they're not missing those essential techs. Just as a side note here, when we cover the quality of life stuff in another upload, note too that they brought the step lancer as well for some of the nomadic civs like the Mongols that have them in DE, so that's a pretty cool thing as well that you'll notice too. Moving on from cavalry, we move on to the other civ specialty, the naval. In terms of naval, they have really access to everything under the sun that European, really any non-Native American or Byzantine style civ would have access to. They get all the galleon, everything up to galleon, they get everything up to fast fire ship, everything up to heavy demo ship, gillnet shipwright, all that. Elite can galleon. So in terms of naval combat, Dutch has has a complete dock pretty much, which I think for a lot of players it's going to be pretty happy for them if they want to play on the war map like we're going to sort of do today. So we'll definitely be rocking that out for sure. In terms of defenses, they got everything they need. They get bombard tower, being a gunpowder sieve, they get keep, they get the fortified walls, so defensively they're not lacking anything whatsoever. Now moving on to monastery, religion, they are lacking some, well, they're missing block printing, which is a little concerning, but other than that, I would say they got really everything else that I would really care about other than faith, which is also a bit unfortunate. They got illumination, they got redemption, they got sanctity, so they can actually go pretty well with monks if they're playing on arena or something, you know. They don't have the best monks, but they're functional and do their job, basically. And you can use them to a pretty good extent, I think, in certain situations, for sure. Moving on to the castle, we can see the unique unit, the cuirassier. It's a Dutch unique unit, cavalry with high pierce armor and extra attack versus archers. So basically it's like a mounted Huskarl in that sense. You know, think of the Huskarl, but to make it more expensive, more stronger, that's what you're looking at with this unit. And I think, you know, that's pretty good. You know, I think it's pretty nice because this is like a hard anti-archer and potentially anti-siege unit. You combine that with the arquebusier, which is strong anti-infantry. And then you can add in things like halberdiers to deal with mounted stuff, and you got a pretty good combo working for you. So yeah, I think, you know, the Civ has a lot going for it, honestly. Certainly does. Now we move on to Town Center, got everything. Didn't think there'd be anything wrong with that. Siege Workshop, they do have bombard cannon. And I can see over here too, they do get the siege engineers as well. So these are fully ranged bombard cannons. They get access to heavy scorpions, so if you like that, they have access to that. So you can definitely take advantage of heavy scorp with siege engineers. They do at least have an archer with the siege engineers, so if you're looking to cut down some trees or use archers with halbs or something with this civ, you can actually do that. It's actually doable. Of course, it'll be being out with civs that have the siege archer, but that's not a lot of them, so I think you're pretty good there. Rams looking a little bit weak, I think, missing out on the siege ram, but still, you know, functional, I think, if you really want to use them. Looking at the blacksmith, they get access to everything. So their light cavalry looking great since they at least have all the armor and attack upgrades. Same with the infantry. And I don't know. I mean, yeah, they get bracer, which I think only benefits really the defensive structures since they only get like crossbowmen and regular skirms, so I mean, I don't know where that fits into anything, but at least your defenses are good. At least they're good. And certainly the good Pierce Archer armor is good for your arquebusiers, your one good range unit that isn't siege. University, got everything. Perfect university. Everything defensively, for buildings and all that, they get everything for that, so you don't have to go too much into that. The university's good. Also, their economy is solid, too. They get crop rotation, two-man saw, guilds, all the mining upgrades. They are looking really good in their economy department here. So, yeah, really looking forward to using the Civ in the deathmatch. Overall, I would say. If you like using, you know, night attacks in Castle Age, if you like late game gunpowder civs like the Turks and stuff, you're probably going to like this civ quite a bit, especially if there's some water component to it, you know, like the Western European diplomacy map. If you like that sort of a game, I think the Dutch will have a lot of power both on the Mediterranean side and on the land side, for sure. I thought for this one we could just duel a bit against the Teutons, one of their Germanic neighbors, you know. We do a lot with the Spanish and stuff. Good to change things up a bit. We should just use Archipelago again, I think, because, well, I think it's a pretty solid map to test the water stuff out on, as well as basically our land units. So let's give that a try. I remember last time we did pretty well on this map, so I think we'll do pretty well on this map this time, too. Alright, so, This time we're actually separated, it looks like. Last time we weren't separated, so I might actually have to build some transport ships here to get us across the water. But, you know, it's fine. I don't know, I don't need that. I need a duck. Get me a duck. I need a duck. I need a duck. I need a duck. Where's my, house? Yeah. Yeah, again, I'm not going to bother trying to relearn the hotkeys of this old game because, you know, it's really not useful for me in most situations, right? The only time I'm ever really building anything in this game is like when I'm playing CBA or whatever, so not the biggest priority on my bucket list. I can get some cannon galleons right off the bat, though, and actually really harass them with these. Yeah, and I might just do that to give us a pretty easy sweep here. Or should I give them a chance? I don't know. I know these bots can be pretty ferocious, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to keep some elite cannon galleons right here so I can actually have a chance at actually pushing. I think that's a pretty important thing to be able to do. And what I can do too is I can get a castle here for defense. Right, and then we can, you know, build some big armies to board and attack with. That might be a fun idea. Yeah, I'm just going to put some houses over here, I think. One thing to definitely look out for with the Dutch is how gold heavy they are. You know, making things like their cavaliers, the cuirassiers, the arquebusiers, all the ships, bombard cannons. They're very heavy in their gold consumption. Especially considering their skirmishers are not that great. You're mostly going to be relying on only like Hussar and Halberdier in terms of trash units, so you're definitely missing out on something important there. But at the very least, your skirms at least have bracer and all the archer armor upgrades, so I mean, they're the best non-elite skirmisher can be, I guess, in that sense. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to harass them too much. I just sort of want to give them a chance to build. Maybe we could build a bit of a landing party to put in some of our transport boats and then just throw them across and try to build on his side. See what happens. If we run into trouble, of course, we can change course and intervene in that sense. What do I got here? I can put some archery ranges down. Get some nice gunpowder units. Try to construct some of these right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna. Yeah, don't build a dock. Don't build ships. I don't want that. I want to attack you over there. Yeah. Note too how long range these elite cannon galleons actually are. They get +1. They get additional range from the Rotterdam technology, so they're very long range, like nuclear sub-level weapons here. This wipes things out. Village is going to keep trying to build there, which is kind of sad. So I'm just going to keep denying them. No docks. That's the one rule. You can do whatever you want, just don't build docks. So, what should we train? Just a bunch of arquebusiers and cuirassiers, maybe some bombard cannons. You know, like make a super late gamey deck Dutch build here. I think that's fair. You know, I mean, I don't think we really need to know how good their halberdiers are, stuff like that. It's like an everyday halberdier. Just make a bunch of their gunpowder units with the heavy cavalry. Unless you think I should make some cavaliers to see how effective they are with the faster attack. I don't know, maybe. Get a siege workshop too, so we can get some bombard cannons coming out since we're a gunpowdery civ. Oh, he is making some boats. Oh snap. He is making some ships here, so we actually have to fight on water properly here. That's a shame. No trade card. I'm not trading. I'm mostly defending. Yep, I got my heavy demo ship. Yep, boom. There you go. There we go. Castle's gonna save that. Yeah, I might need to get some more heavy demo ships to deal with any potential fire ship trouble. Yeah, we need some more houses though. We need lots and lots of houses. It's a bit tricky always playing with one hand, you know, when you're holding a mic up, but, you know, you can do it. You can certainly do it. It'll be great when I can have, like, an apparatus to hold the mic up eventually, and so I don't have to, I can actually go full throttle with my attacks and stuff and not worry about that. Yeah. Let me get some demo ships. Yeah, I mean... he's being pretty stupid too, to be fair, so he's kind of let us shredded most of his fire ships down before we even... So I think it's great for us, you know. I might just go full fire ships here and get some cannon galleons in the back at this point. What do you think? Yeah, I think that should probably be good. I mean, you can honestly probably just win just going cuirassier with the arquebusier. Well, that's a couple of cavaliers in for some additional stats. Yep, taking out the bomb cannon. Yeah, just gonna chase you down with that. Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to get up close and personal so you can get in his minimum range. Oh no, he's gonna be, yep, got that. I'll get super duper close and personal with you. Ooh, yep. Yeah. Let's get some units across. Sounds like a fun idea. Yeah, just get some units in here. And we're probably going to want to get some villagers too. You know, so we can basically start constructing some bombard towers on this side. Oh, he's using siege archers as a defensive. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be careful with that. Yeah, well, it looks like we intercepted them pretty well though, so that should be fine. Yeah, I'll just throw these in here, I guess. We got some bomb cannons. Yeah. I could just train them on that side too. It's not a big deal. I got some already, yeah, see. Should be fine. Yeah, we're probably gonna just want to get some cannon galleons to blast down that TC. I'm trying to I don't think these were the cuirassiers from Portuguese Sid mod. They had a different SLP file than they do here. Yeah, I need some houses though. So yeah, we need to board some ships and we need to get some stuff across. I mean, yeah, I could try to board some stuff now. Yeah, I think we got enough stuff to try to attack with on land. Yeah, there we go. Yep, and then basically get all these in, or wherever our transport ship is, get one over here. Yeah. Ah, we're doing pretty good, at least for now. That's a lot of paladins though, so I don't know. They've got two tonic knights, so I gotta be careful of that for sure. Oh yeah, that's not good. Two tonic knights with paladins. That's a pretty feisty combination. I'm gonna need actual galleons for this now. I think with the Rotterdam giving them extra range, that's how we're gonna basically clean this up. Yeah, definitely don't want to waste any more of these troops if I can afford to. Also, maybe some gold mining. Yeah, it could be done. Yeah, I could get some of you on gold. Start eating up all that gold. I mean, we gather our gold really quickly since we got all the mining upgrades in the tech tree. Oh, he's raiding me. Ooh. But unfortunately for you, I got an army still here, so good luck to you, sir. Yeah, you're not gonna be committing war crimes today. I'm gonna save my civilians. Why are you trying to convert my boat? You can't convert pieces of wood. You can convert people, but you can't convert inanimate objects that have turrets and cannons attached to them and stuff. Well, actually you can, but only because it's Age of Empires world. Yeah, okay. Let's get some villies over here. We can use some more arquebusiers. Some big heavy hitters. Yeah, I mean, we're doing fairly well here, I think. Definitely prevent him from getting a close stock over here. Okay, so he's gonna keep sending these little boarding parties of paladins and infantry at me. Thankfully I have the arquebusiers to take down those Teutonic knights. It's very helpful. He's still attacking my dock with the treb. Warning, warning. Beep, 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 beep. No, he's actually gonna take it down, I think. Yep, just barely saved that one. Kind of just keep all my boats where they're secured over here, though, so I can at least, you know. Alright, let's get some more troops across the border, I think. Sounds like a good idea. Yeah, I can do that. Because now if he tries to make an advance on him, I'll just have my ships here to shoot back at him. That's the plan. Yeah, get super duper close here, so we have all the ships to help provide some range support. I think because he's Tuans and he doesn't make a lot of archers, that probably cuirassier not the best option here. But I'll still make him Aoes in case he changes up the skirms or anything at all for trash unit purposes. Yeah, I see he is making some range units. Just messing around with them at this point. Yeah, get away from the paladins, and then you can come over here and snipe that treb. Yeah, that's sort of what you can do, I guess. So why not? I guess I should just make some cavaliers, right? You know, might be a bit more combative here with the extra attack speed. Yeah, I could totally do that. And then another thing I can do too, once I can fortify get some land over here, is I can basically get some bombard towers coming out. Wow, that treb is a literal tank, so they're trying to shoot that thing. Well, the can galleon took it out eventually. Get the light cab in there, get as many troopers as we can. So I want to get some like bombard towers here. So we can eventually start putting some buildings on his island. Yeah, I'll just start constructing one of these. I'll start repairing it just to mess them up. Perfect accuracy on those trebs. Yeah, very, very good accuracy on them. Too good of accuracy on them for my sake. How we doing on gold? Are we like eating through our gold economy? Like what's going on there? He still has quite a bit of gold in his stockpile, so I need to be very careful about that. Oh yeah, I got can galleons. I should just use those to attack the trebs with. Yeah, I got that one. Yeah, because the trebs are going to threaten me from establishing a beachhead with the can galleons, so I have to take those out. Deal with those trebs. Oh, he's trying to sneak up on me with the little fire ship. Look at that, how cute. No, you don't. No ducks in my vicinity. Gotta have a landing party at some point here if we're gonna win this. What is he doing with this thing? Is he really thinks he's gonna get away with that? Absolutely not. You're not gonna get away with that on my watch. I'm gonna make you come over here and then I'm gonna shoot you with my arquebusiers. That's what I'm gonna do. I need a transport ship. Or a few actually, because we need to get some villagers over here to get the you keep working. We need some more gold. Yeah, we're gonna need some guys to help us get a landing party and a beachhead on that island. Now, I think if I get like enough units, it's probably doable. Like I just need to get enough units basically and have enough stuff here to snipe his trebs with that I can basically get a decent beachhead onto his coast. Yeah, I think we got enough stuff now, right? Yeah, should be able to get a bombard tower here. It took him a moment to register what was going on and go beep 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 beep. Evasion, warning. Yeah. Alright, yeah, so I'm just gonna bring these ones over too, and I'm gonna just put another, maybe one over here. I'm just trying to see if like I get a bunch of bombard towers. Like shoot some of his paladins. We can kind of beat in the tower defense way here. I think so. I mean, I'd get one here, then it's like CBA Hero with all those bombard towers to beat the Genghis Khans. So yeah, I mean, I think that's probably the way to go here. And then we got more arquebusiers, and we can, if they actually go into the ship, right? Yeah, that's what we hope. I'm just gonna load in more stuff over here. Let's get into the tower. Look at all these Teutonic Knights not knowing what to do here. Kind of hilarious. Yeah, see, bombard towers was the way to go, because now it's got all these threats on here, and by the time a lot of his units get over here, I'm just going to blast them. Or maybe he's run out of gold because, you know, he doesn't have he actually has gold and he's not mining it, probably because of all this chaos and I'm inflicting on him over here. So yeah, that's probably it. Get a Rex. Now he's just pathing into his own demise. Get some halbs. Harass him with these. Some halbs going, and then get a bombard tower next to that Rex. Yeah. How are we doing on gold? We have, looks like I accidentally moved all those bills onto the boats. I still got some here, and do we have any other gold? Yeah, we got some over here too. Get that going. Yeah, an archery range. What's that? Oh, a mine camp. Arquebusiers on this side, and then we can start getting some BCs, some bombard cannons. I think that'll be it for them. And then we can get a castle and get some cuirassiers for appearance purposes, visuals. Yeah, having the helps this time certainly helps against the paladins, for sure. Get some bombard cannons right here. Should be good to go then. Definitely don't want to end up making the non-elite skirms. Do you have a mine camp over there? Nope, we do not, but we're going to need one. Should start working over here, and I might just delete this. Just so we can access it a bit easier over there. Could get some relics too, but you know, I think we're good with just this. Yeah, start crushing his stuff right now. And probably at this point too, I could start moving like against some cannon galleons and start pushing them, plowing them forward at them. Where's all my galleons? Where's my cannon galleons? Right here? Yeah. Yeah, I could start sieging and bombarding too. It's probably about time I start. And eventually what I can do is, if I can get over there and be sneaky, I can actually drop some cannon, some bombard towers on top of that gold and start eating his gold. Good forward offensive. Certainly help clear up some of his buildings too. Yeah, I'll make some trashy units. Why not? Doing pretty good right now. I wonder if I have enough range actually to blast his castle from one of these, from this area somewhere here. That'd be pretty interesting if I could. Just move some of these up, I think. Start attacking over here a bit. Let me see, actually. Do I have enough range to start? I could probably get that TC, though. That's a horrible place for a... Yeah, because this area has allowed me to cross. I can actually take out that castle from this far away. Really OP. get a castle too. Start getting some cuirassiers. Can I actually get over here? Can I get... How far can I get? I think only there's trees in my way. Where is it? Yeah, I can hit this stuff. Yeah, back up, back up, back up. Don't get hit by that. How is he hitting me this far back? I don't know. Yeah. Oh, he's got some pretty good range on it. Oh, yeah, that's right. It's a Tuin thing, right? That they have that good range on the castles. Yeah, so I might need some extra. Might have to hit these from this side then. I wonder how cuirassiers are like taking out castles because they're good pierce armor. Might be something worth looking at now. Ooh, boom. Yeah. I think for the next castle I'm just going to try rushing them with a bunch of these heavy cav and seeing how they do. Because they might be really good in CBA then, like sniping somebody's castles behind their gates. Wonder if somebody actually made a CBA scenario that has these SIDs in it. Oh, they're great against the castles. Look at what you can do with them. You could basically smother the base of the castle with them, and then you take all your bombard cannons and you get the siege in while they're distracted, attacking the cuirassiers. Pretty good tool, I think, just to take out castles with. That's pretty useful, nifty. I can make some more arquebusiers too. Get some anti-infantry. Take out that monastery and take out the TCs. I think we're good. Actually, I can move over onto here and start taking out stuff. So put that a little back. Start putting some bombard towers over here. Time for rebuilding. Yeah, these cuirassiers are just excellent for like attacking TCs, keeps with garrison bills, really anything, because you can see here they're taking a lot of abuse from the arrows of the defensive villains, and they're just really good at just plowing in. Yep. Yeah. Good fight for sure, you know. I think people will like the Civil War for deathmatch games, especially if they're on island maps like this. Because having the arquebusier and the cuirassier combo gives you a lot of rush potential. I could totally see somebody like sticking up a quick castle and just charging somebody quickly with the cuirassiers and forcing the vills into the TC with them knowing, even though they're in the TC trying not to get killed, the cuirassiers themselves can just take out the TC in the long run because essentially they have that good pierce armor. Only threat, of course, is like halbs and paladins, which we saw here. You know, the paladins can beat the cuirassiers, so you might need either a cavalier with the quicker attack or a halb to deal with their enemy paladins. Just as some good advice for you. Anyways, this was a pretty fun one, you know, covering the Dutch. I think we got like one civ left to cover the Anasazi. And then we will go on to the quality of life changes stuff, where we'll sort of see what stuff from Definitive Edition made its way back to HD Edition through this American World mod. I hope to see you there. This is a really fun mod so far, and I hope they do end up pouring this thing to DE because it's really high quality. Up there with Rome at War, so definitely looking forward to it. Signing off now. See you in the next coverage I do for the Anasazi.